Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric, and we're going to play another game from Digital Diamond Baseball. This is a game from April 23rd, 2017. We played a game earlier, yesterday on July 4th, of the Washington Nationals at the New York Mets, and the game was close for a while. But then Bryce Harper came up to pinch hit and cracked a grand slam home run, and that put the Nationals ahead 5-2, and they didn't look back from there. So anyway, another game that looked interesting, which I didn't play, is going to be, which we're going to play now, is going to be the Cleveland at Chicago White Sox, and it's going to be Kluber against Jose Quintana. So they're kind of the aces of both teams, although Quintana isn't doing that well in the actual season. And Kluber's ERA is actually pretty high too for him. Alright, so these are your starting pitchers. And I'll be playing as the White Sox, being the home team. It's a game from April 23rd, 2017. And I looked at the Digital Diamond website, and the next stat pack I have to download isn't until I complete games up and through April 30th. So we still have about another week worth of games, and then I'll download stat pack number 2 for the next couple weeks of the season. So alright, so that's your Cleveland lineup, and this is going to be your Chicago White Sox lineup. And I'm going to increase the font size as I noticed that. Let's go larger, I guess. It was a kind of small on the last video, so I'm just going to increase a little bit. So there we go. I think that's sufficient there. Not too big and not too small. Just right. So alright, so Jose Quintana takes the mound for the Chicago White Sox, and as you can see, through 4 weeks of the season, he had a 1-4 record with 29 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 29 hits, 17 earned runs, 5 homers allowed, 14 walks and 30 strikeouts, 5.22 ERA. And in the simulation so far, he's 1-2 with an ERA of 5.56, so still pretty high ERA. 22 2/3 innings pitched, 23 hits, 14 earned runs, 7 home runs allowed, so quite a few homers allowed, and 13 walks and 23 strikeouts. And the Cleveland lineup is going to be as follows. It's going to be Edwin Encarnacion batting first, which is kind of strange. The newly acquired Edwin Encarnacion, acquired from the Blue Jays in the offseason. Will be the first baseman. Lonnie Chisenhall, the center fielder, will bat second. Francisco Lindor, the shortstop, bats third. Jose Ramirez, second baseman, bats cleanup. Batting fifth will be Brandon Geyer, the left fielder. Batting sixth will be Abraham Almonte, the right fielder. The DH, Carlos Santana, will bat 7th. Behind the plate, Roberto Perez bats 8th. And third baseman, Yandy Diaz, will bat 9th. So Encarnacion comes into the game. And for 4 weeks of the season, he was hitting just 200 with 4 homers and 9 runs batted in. And hitting just 215 in the replay so far, with 2 homers and 3 runs batted in. So struggling with this new team so far. So alright. So combined card requires Encarnacion to get a 613 or above to get on. There's the windup in the pitch by Quintana. And it's going to be a deep fly ball to left. Cabrera drift over to the right, is right, and make the catch. So 1 down. That's how we'll begin. So next up will be Lonnie Chisenhall, the center fielder. Really struggling so far in the replay. Just hitting 100. 3 hits and 30 at-bats. A homer and 4 runs batted in. And did much better through 4 weeks of the regular season with an average of 302, 2 homers and 12 runs batted in. So he'll need a 674 and above to get on base. Oh, and he takes him deep. So 964. Takes Quintana deep, much to the dismay of the hometown fans. And Cleveland is on the board. Sorry, Francisco Lindor up now. Hitting 309 in the actual season with 7 homers and 17 runs batted in. So after a great start through the first 4 weeks of the regular season. In the replay, hitting equally as well, hitting 400 with 6 homers and 20 runs batted in. And you notice that a lot of times, more often than not, it seems like the batters' stats line up with their real life stats. And this is kind of a unique project here, as it's the actual season, so you get to see bits and pieces of the season through 4 weeks. Be through 2 weeks, then through 4 weeks, then through 6 weeks, and so you can kind of see them as they go through the season. So that's kind of cool. You're comparing stats to in season every couple of weeks. Getting new data and everything. So that's cool. You can only do that. It's the only game that I know of you can do that with. I mean, there may be others, but I don't know of any of them you can play the current season that you're playing. And do something like this, downloading stat pack. So alright, so Francisco Lindor, and he'll need a 604 and above. Yes. Okay. So 604 and above will get him on base. And he gets a single. Single to left. So Lindor is on with a 1-out single after the home run by Chisenhall. Brings up Jose Ramirez, the switch hitting second baseman. Hitting 266 with 5 homers and 19 runs batted in so far in the replay. And hitting much better, actually, 330 with 6 homers and 21 runs batted in. And again, it's early in the season, so that could go down quite a bit in the next. Let's see, next 5 games. Maybe not so much in the next 5 games, but if he has a bunch of offers, that could do that, and that would line up. We'll compare the stats on the third when we hit the 30th of April. We'll compare the actual stats to what's what they've done in the regular season. I mean, what they've done in the replay. So alright, so Jose Ramirez will need a 590 and above to get on base. Lindor takes the lead. First base. And it's going to be a high fastball, fly ball to right. Garcia will drift to his right and make the catch. And Ramirez is out. Lindor heads back to first. So Brandon Guyer up now, the left fielder. Real life hit was hitting just 147 with a homer and 2 runs batted in. So far in the replay, hitting 206 with a homer and 6 runs batted in. So he'll need a 662 and above to get on base. And he's going to get himself a 2-out single. And Lindor will see if he's going to stretch it. And nope, he does not. I mean, well, he does attempt it, but he's going to be tagged out. So Lindor is thrown out, going to third, and that'll do it for the for the Indians, but they do score a 1 on the Lonnie Chisenhall solo home run. Corey Kluber takes the mound with a lead. In the replay so far, he's 1-1, 6.75 ERA, so 17 and 30 innings pitched, 23 hits, 13 earned runs, 6 home runs, 5 walks, and 19 strikeouts. So he's allowed more home runs than walks, which is never good. Well, almost never good. And doing much better in the actual season. 3-1 in 5 starts with 34 and 30 innings pitched, 31 hits allowed, 16 earned runs, 12 walks, and 7 strikeouts, 6 homers, as opposed to 12 walks. So he might just started off rough. He can still right his ship there. Still early in the season. So the lineup for the White Sox is as follows. It would be Omar Narvaez, the catcher, will bat first. Again, strange having the catcher bat first again. Tyler Saladino. Can't tell because I get a little scratch on the TV. Tyler Saladino. The DH will bat second. Avisali Garcia, the right fielder, bats third. Batting cleanup today will be Jacob May, the center fielder. Jose Abreu, the first baseman, bats fifth. Matt Davidson, the third baseman, bats sixth. Second baseman Yolmer Sanchez bats seventh. Left fielder Melky Cabrera bats 8th, and the shortstop who just signed a multi-year deal with the White Sox, Tim Anderson, bats 9th. So, alright. So, Omar Narvaez, let's take a look at his stats. Hitting just 192 with an RBI in 8 games. Hit much better in their regular season. 273 with 3 runs batted in. 62 and above will get him on, and he's got himself a single. So a leadoff single for the White Sox. Brings up Saladino. Saladino, the DH, is... In real life, he was hitting just 221 with 2 runs batted in. And he's hitting just 170 in the replay with 3 runs batted in. So I think we're going to have him bunt. So you need 850 below to have a good bunt. And is successful. So, who's Omar Narvaez to second base with just 1 out, and it brings up Avisali Garcia. He is hitting 367 with 3 homers and 12 runs batted in, so definitely off to a good start in the simulation. And actually equally as well in the regular season too, after 4 weeks, 368 with 5 homers and 20 runs batted in. See what he can do here as an RBI opportunity. Need a 626 and above to get on. And it's going to be a ground ball to second. Takes a bad hop off of Rivera's chest, but he does recover to throw it out Encarnacion for the out. So that'll advance Narvaez to third, now with 2 outs. Brings up center fielder Jacob May. He is hitless in 23 at bats, so struggling mightily in the replay. And their real life stats are not much better. 0.31 average with 2 runs batted in, so pretty even to what he was doing in the regular season. Does have an RBI opportunity here. We'll need a 849 and above to knock that run in. And it's going to be a hard line drive to short. Lindor jump and make the catch. So May is out. Another thing I like about this game is they do have a wide variety of play-by-play is very good. has some interesting things happen. The only thing that is kind of strange is sometimes you don't know. It won't always be what's on here. Sometimes there'll be a rare play, which won't follow what the matchup is. So it'd be kind of nice to maybe have some kind of alert, like either flash something over here, or down below have something flash, or be a different colored text, or something like that. Because you don't know, because you go to read it from here, and then it ends up being something else down here sometimes. Not often, but occasionally. So that'd be nice if they just kind of told you when that rare play was coming up, or a certain number there would be a rare play. So all right, Almonte comes to the plate. Is he just up? No, he is hitting in real life after 4 weeks, 298 with a homer and 6 runs batted in. Hitting just a little bit below at 264 with 4 homers and 11 runs batted in. So his power numbers are actually a lot better in the replay so far in the season. So all right, 597 and above will get him on base to lead off the Cleveland top of the second. And swinging and a miss, he'll strike out. So that's Quintana's first K of the day. So next up will be Carlos Santana, DH. Hitting 250 with 2 homers and 12 runs batted in the replay. And in real season, actual season, hitting 224 with 2 homers and 16 runs batted in. And he will draw a walk. So a 1-out walk. Brings up the catcher Roberto Perez. In real life, hitting just 200 with 5 runs batted in. And hitting much better in the replay, hitting 462 with 2 runs batted in limited play, though. He's only had 13 at-bats and only 30 at-bats in the actual season for 4 weeks. Alright, so Perez will need a 670 and above to get on. And it's going to be a wicked slider, deep fly ball to right. Garcia's there and makes the catch. So that's 2 outs now for third baseman Diaz. 236 with 2 runs batted in the actual season for 4 weeks, and after a great start in the replay, hitting 305 with 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. We need a 651 and above to get on. And Santana cannot get a good lead. And Diaz will swing and miss, and he's down on strikes. So that'll do it for the Indians in the top of the second. Still 1-0 Cleveland. Abreu, Davidson, and Sanchez up for the White Sox. So Abreu hitting just 203 with 8 runs batted in, so struggling so far in the replay. Hit 280 with 2 homers and 11 runs batted in. 4 weeks of the season. 683 and above will get him on. And it's going to be a soft ground ball to the pitcher. Kluber will field it and throw it to Encarnacion for the out. So 1 down now from Matt Davidson. .286 hitter with 4 homers and 14 runs batted in for the first 4 weeks. Hitting 286 with 2 runs batted in. So it's hitting exactly the same as far as average. Power numbers have not shown up yet. So he'll need a 694 and above to get on. Oh, I thought that one was going to be a home run there. Hard line drive to third, smashing the hole. Diaz dives to his left and snares it. So Davidson is out on the line to Diaz. So 2 down now. course, Sanchez, the second baseman. Hitting 242 with a home run, 2 runs batted in the simulation so far. And hitting 231 with a home run, 4 runs batted in the actual season through 4 weeks. 717 and above will get him on. And it's a hot shot to third, a liner. And Diaz will pick this one out of thin air. So 2 liners to Diaz. And that'll do it for the White Sox, who trail by 1 going to the top of the third. So, alright, top of the order, Encarnacion up for the Indians. He is 0 for 1 so far. Oh, and he gets a hold of one here. And it is gone. So, Encarnacion extends the Indian lead to 2-0 on a home run to right. So, got all of that one. Opposite field home run for an Encarnacion. Third home run of the season. We'll bring up Chisenhall, who homered his first time up. And he'll draw a 1-out, a walk. Hold on. Yeah, draw a walk. Brings up Lindor, who's 1 for 1. And Chisenhall cannot get a good lead. He'll have to stay put. And Lindor will strike out. So 1 down now for Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 on the day. And Chisenhall still can't get the lead. And Ramirez will strike out. So back-to-back case for Quintana. Now it's 4 on the day. Brings up Brandon Guyer, 1 for 1. Still cannot get a lead. And he hits him. Guyer was hit quite a bit. I believe Guyer played for Tampa Bay before, and I think I was going to draft him for last year, and I noticed that he had a really high on-base percentage. And I can't remember exactly how many, but he had a ton of hit-by pitches, which allowed him, which really shot up his on-base percentage and limited playing time. So I was kind of wondering, because I looked at his stats and I saw his walks and I saw his hits, and they didn't look all that impressive. But then I looked at how many times he got hit by the pitch and hit by a pitch, and that really shot up his on-base percentage. So anyways, as he's hit here, so runners on first and second. I'll have to look at that on-base percentage of his again next time he comes up, actually. Let's take a look at it real quick. It is pretty high, I think, 5.6%. Let's just check him to compare. Yeah, that is pretty high. Yeah, definitely really high. So 5.6% chance of getting hit is really high, like about 5 times as high as the average player, at least 5 times as high. So all right, Almonte up now. He's 0 for 1 on the day, has an RBI opportunity here. Continue to extend the Cleveland lead. Oh, and he gets a hold of one here. This one he gets Olive, and it's a 3-run home run. So the third home run for Cleveland. and they lead it now 5-0. 3-run big blast by Almonte. And a 990. That was a no-doubter there. So Quintana struggling mightily. He's already given up 5 runs in 2 2/3 innings. Santana's going to go out and talk to him a bit. Some action in the White Sox bullpen early. Brings up Santana. Walked his first time up. And he'll get a single here. Perez up now, 0 for 1. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Davidson drops the ball. He drops the ball. It's going to be an error on Davidson, so the inning continues. I think that is going to be it as the manager comes to the comes to remove him, takes the ball from him. Let's see who we're going to bring in. Check the bench coach. Another feature I like about this game. So let's see. Just check and see who's coming up. It's going to be a righty. There's a bunch of righties coming up. So I think we're going to bring in a righty. Look for a guy who's got durability. Could be Chris Beck. He's got 7 there. Yeah, we need some kind of a long reliever here, so I think we're going to bring in Chris Beck. He's been used a little much, but don't really want to bring in another starter, so kind of the only one that goes above 4 here. So these are the durability. These are the batters you can face before getting tired, and these are kind of where they're at right now. So you can only face 6 more batters to get hired. He's a starter anyway. So I think we're going to have to go with, which I don't want to. We're going to go with Chris Beck. He used a little bit. Pitched 3 innings. I mean, yeah, he's already pitched 4. He's already pitched over his limit, so maybe I won't bring in him. So we're gonna have to bring in one of these guys here. Let's see. Robertson. Yeah, I guess we're going to bring in Zach Putnam. Alright, so Zach Putnam comes in. He is, in real life, 1.04 ERA in 2/3 innings pitched, no record, and 3.38 in 5 1/3 innings pitched. So Diaz will come to the plate now with runners on first and second. 2 down. Diaz looking to get that last out of the inning. To knock in another run. Putnam looking to get the out. He's 0 for 1 so far. And this time Davidson is able to handle it. Oh no, he did not. So he makes his 2nd error of the inning. Davidson having a tough time in the field. Not too bad, maybe a little high on the error percentage here. But he makes his 2nd error of the inning. And it's going to be a 2-base error. So unearned a run. So Santana will score from second. Perez advances to third, and Diaz to second. So alright, so the inning continues. Brings to the top of the order Encarnacion. He's 1 for 2 with a solo home run his last time up. And it's going to be a hard line drive to short. Anderson jumps and makes the catch. So that'll do it. But the Indians put up a 5 spot and lead it 6-0. So the White Sox have their work cut out for them. So Melky Cabrera comes to the plate. He is number 8 here. This is his first at bat. So hitting .233 with 5 runs batted in through the actual season in the replay. Hitting .260 with a homer and 8 runs batted in the actual season. Kluber looks in for the sign. He has to wind up in the pitch. And he's going to have himself a double to right field. Stand-up double. So a good start to the White Sox 3rd inning. Kluber now has a 6-run lead. Bring up the number 9 hitter, shortstop Tim Anderson. .218 hitter with 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. And hit just .204 with 2 homers and 6 runs batted in. After signing that big contract, struggled so far this season. So alright, so a single will be 8-14 and above. Will most likely get the runner home, depending upon where it's hit. And it's going to be a grounder to first. Encarnacion will take the bag for the out. So Cabrera will move to 3rd. Now with 1 out. Brings up Navarez, the catcher. He is 1 for 1 of the day. And he'll draw him a walk. So runners at the corners now with 1 out for Tyler Saladino. He walked his first time up. And it's going to be a single. So Cabrera will come around the score. And we are not gonna. Down by 5 after the run scores, so we're not going to chance it. So the White Sox are on the board on the RBI single by Saladino. Brings up Garcia 0 for 1. Azael Garcia. And swing and a miss, strike 3, so 2 down now. For Jacob May, 0 for 1. And it's going to be a ground ball to first, and Encarnacion will field it himself. And that'll do it for the White Sox in the bottom of the 3rd, but they do score a run. And after 3 full, Cleveland leads at 6-1. Which isn't all up now. Putnam back out there. Walked and homered. Scored 2 runs. And it's going to be a fly ball to center. May is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Lindor now 1 for 2. And it's going to be a fly ball to right. Garcia will drift over and make the catch. 2 down. Jose Ramirez up now. 0 for 2. Putnam looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. And softball ground to short. Anderson fields it and throws to Brehu for the out. So the Indians go in order to the top of the 4th and still lead at 6-1. We have Brehu, Davidson, and Sanchez for the White Sox looking to cut the lead. Brehu is 0 for 1 so far today. And make that 1 for 2 as he gets a single to right. So Davidson up now 0 for 1. And it'll be a deep fly ball to right. This could be trouble. And you get a late start, but he catches it up to it and makes a fine catch. So fine catch by Almonte. The first out of the inning. So Sanchez up now. 0 for 1 in the day. And he rocks one into the right field, and it's going to get past Almonte this time. And no, we're still down by too much. We can't risk it. We can't risk that extra base. So they hold Abreu at third. So runners on second and third for Cabrera. Singled and scored. Actually, I think it was a double. He got doubled and scored. The only White Sox run. RBI opportunity now. And it's going to be a fly ball to left. Guy reaches out and pulls it in. Cabrera is out. So Abreu's going to tag. And he scores. So Sanchez holds at second on the throw home. And the White Sox cut a little closer now. So it's Indians 6-2 now. So credit Cabrera with a sac fly there. Tim Anderson up now, 0 for 1. And he'll strike out swinging. So that'll do it, but the White Sox add another run, and it's 6-2 Cleveland after 4 full. Putnam is tired now, so Putnam's... Let's see. He will come out. And let's see who's going to get coming up for the White Sox. I mean, for the Indians. You got a righty, and a lefty. So let's see. Alright, so I think we're going to bring in Anthony Swarzak. Alright, so Swart comes in. Making his first appearance on... No, actually, he has pitched 2 2 2/3 innings. Allowing 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. He pitched 12.1 innings in the actual season, so... 2-0 record, 9 appearances. So Geyer, who was singled and hit by a pitch. So Zurich looks in for the sign. He has to wind up in the pitch. So 896 and above will get hit. Geyer on. Again, that 4.5% getting hit by a pitch. Sal will fly by the right, and Geyer will stop at first. And looks like he's got a base hit here as it drops in. So a rare hit for Geyer. Brings up Almonte. Hit a big 3-run home run in the 3rd inning. Batting from the left side now against the righty Swarzak. So 795 and above will get him on. Not much of a chance for a home run. So it's going to be a deep fly ball to right. Garcia's at the wall and makes the catch up against the wall. So he gave that one a ride. Trying to get his 2nd home run of the day. Falls just short. Brings up Carlos Santana. 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. So 844 and above will get him on. And it's going to be a shallow fly ball to left. Cabrera is there and makes the catch. So 2 down now for Perez. 0 for 2 in the day. And it's going to be a fist to third base. Davison charges it and throws to Abreu for the out. Abreu. And that'll do it for the Indians in the top of the 5th. So halfway through, it's Cleveland 6 and Chicago 2. Right, Navarro's lead it off for the White Sox. 1-for-1 with a walk. Kluber back out there. And it's going to be a shallow fly ball to right. Amonte will squeeze it for the out. Alright, Saladino up now. 1-for-1 with an RBI. And he rocks one to center. It's going to drop in there for a hit. So he's got his second hit of the day. 1-out single. Bring up Garcia. He's 0 for 2 on the day. 621 and above will get him on. And just misses that one. Hard ground ball to short. Toss it to Ramirez. Encarnacion. Double play. So 6-4-3 double play. And that'll end the White Sox 5th. Cleveland will send up Diaz, Encarnacion, and Chisenhall. Diaz 0 for 2 on the day. So Zarek out there again. Action in the White Sox bullpen. And strikes recalled. Diaz is down on strikes. Brings up Encarnacion 1 for 3 with a solo home run. And it's going to be a fly ball to left. Cabrera makes the one-handed catch for the out. So 2 down now. Chisenhall. A solo home run to get this scoring started in the first, and scored a couple runs. And he's going to have himself a double. So second hit of the day, second extra base hit, and looks like that's going to be it for Swazark. So Chicago goes to the pen again. Bunch of switch hitters and a righty, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see. We'll bring in Tommy Conley. That's there. Relief numbers so far. Alright, so Conley comes in. He'll face Lindor with a runner in scoring position. Trying to keep it a 4-run lead is Conley. 7-16 and above, and Lindor will get on. 7-80 and above, and he'll get a hit. And it's only a 598, so Abreu smothers it and gets up and steps on the bag for the out. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left on base. So after 5.5, Cleveland leads at 6-2. White Sox coming up in the home half of the 6th. May will lead it off. Kluber's back out there, still appears strong. Oh, May gets a hold of one. And it just makes it over the fence. And the White Sox have now only trailed by 3 on the solo home run by May. So Abreu up now. 1 for 2 with a run scored. And it's going to be a ground ball to second. Ramirez dives, gets back up, and throws to Encarnacion for the out. So that'll bring up Matt Davidson. He's hitless on the day, 0 for 2. I think that 0 for 3 as Guy drifts to his right and makes the catch. So 2 down now. Sanchez. And he'll strike out swinging. So the White Sox go in order. Well, not really. Or after the home run by May. So it's now 6-3 Cleveland. So we head to the 7th. Alright, Jose Ramirez, hitless on the day. Conley back out there again for the White Sox. 704 and above will get Ramirez on for the first time today. And strike 3 called. First strikeout of the day for Conley. So Brandon Guy up now, 2 for 2 with a run scored. Also been hit by a pitch that's been on all 3 times. And this time he'll strike out. So that'll do it for the Indians as they go in order in the 7th. Maybe not. Not quite yet. I thought that was 3rd out. So Almonte up now, 1 for 3 with a home run. 3 runs batted in and just missed his 2nd home run last time up. We need a 998 and above to get a home run, so rare chance here. And Conley did not appear comfortable pitching to him and walks him instead. And that's going to be it for Conley as he's tired. So the White Sox using their pen a lot today. So bringing Jennings. Oh yeah, come in for an inning or so. Alright, so Desmond Jennings will come in now. Dan Jennings, sorry. He'll face Santana to lead it off. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. 673 and above will get him on. And it's going to be a shallow fly ball to right. And Garcia appears to lose it, but then he catches it. So, alright, 7th inning stretch time. White Sox down by 3. They'll have Cabrera, Anderson, and Narvaez up. Kluber back out there on the mound. Action in the Cleveland bullpen. And be a single for Cabrera. That is going to be it for Corey Kluber. Pitches 7+ innings. Actually, I can't. Keep forgetting I'm not managing both teams. Sorry, Tim Anderson up now. He is 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll strike out. Swinging. The first out. Brings up Narvaez. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. And it's going to be a hot shot to left. Line drive. Gary will pick it out of thin air, and Narvaez is out. So 2 down now. Be up to Saladino if the Indians continue. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI. 689 and above will extend the inning. And he'll strike out. So Kluber seems to have gotten a 2nd win there. And after 7 full, scores the Indians 6 and the White Sox 3. Perez will lead it off against Jennings, 0 for 3 in the day. And it'll be a hard line drive the first, and Abreu will snag that one. 1 down. Diaz also 0 for 3 in the day. Both teams have 8 hits. And this one's going to be a to left. Cabrera can't get it. It's going to fall in, and Diaz will have himself a double. So 1 out double for Encarnacion, 1 for 4 with a solo home run. it's going to be a single. Diaz will come around to score. So Encarnacion gets himself an RBI single, and it's 7-3 Cleveland. Chisenhall 2 for 3 with a homer and 2 runs scored. And big swing and a miss. 2 down. Switch hitting Lindor up now, 1 for 4 in the day. And he'll draw a walk. So that's going to be it for Jennings, as he seems to be tiring. Responsible for Encarnacion and Lindor. I want to bring in Robertson. We're going to have to bring in Nate Jones here. Batter still, he's tired. Ramirez 0 for 4 on the day. And it's going to be a slow roll in front of the catcher. Now Narvaez is going to make the play to Abreu, and that'll do it. Cleveland tacks on another run and leads it by 4 going into the bottom of the 8th. Garcia lead it off. Kluber still back out there. It's going to be a deep fly ball to left. Guy drifts to his left and makes the catch. Garcia is out. The first out of the 8th. Brings up May, who's hit a solo home run his last time up. And it's going to be a soft ground ball to first. Encarnacion will field it, and he'll take it himself for the second out. Brings up Abreu 1 for 3. The run scored. And he will strike out swinging. Definitely going for the downs there. So we head to the top of the 9th with a 4-run Cleveland lead. Geyer up 2 for 3 in the day. Nate Jones back out there for the White Sox. He's going to have himself a double. Drilled into the gap. And so leadoff double for the Cleveland Indians here on the top of the 9th. Almonte 1 for 3 with a 3-run home run. Back in the 3rd. And he'll draw a walk. Brings up Santana 1 for 3 of the runs scored. Still nobody out. And he'll walk to load the bases. Oof, jeez. Perez goes out the top to Jones. White Sox have gone through a lot of relievers here. Can't afford to really bring anybody else in, but they may have to. But right now, it looks like Jones is out on his own. There's no action in the bullpen. To bring the infield in. So here's the windup by Jones. Here's the pitch. Perez is 0 for 4 on the day. And it's going to be a smoking fastball. Shallow pop to 3rd. Davidson's under it. Makes the catch for the first out. Runners have to hold. So 1 down now. Still think we've got to bring the infield in. Brings up Diaz 1 for 4. And he'll walk in another run. So 8-3 now. Gotta keep him in. Get the infield in again. Encarnacion 2 for 5 on the day. And big strikeout. So big swing and a miss, trying to get a grand slam on that one. Brings up Chisenhall, who's already homered today. 2 down now, though. And it's going to be a hard line drive to right. Garcia's there and makes the catch. Cleveland tacks on another run and now lead at 8-3 going into the bottom of the 9th. So Callister's on for the Indians. So Callister is in real life had a no record with no decisions with a 2.08 ERA in 8 2/3 innings. Has no record in the simulation, but has a nice ERA of 1.59, so doing equally as well in the replay. Looking to finish the White Sox off. Davidson up first, 0 for 3, and he's going to draw a leadoff walk. Brings up Sanchez, 1 for 3 in the day. And he'll strike out. So 1 down. Brings up Melky Cabrera, who's 2 for 2 in RBI. And it's going to be a hot shot this short. This could be 2. And it is. It's a double play, and that'll do it. So much to the disappointment of the Chicago fans, the Indians come in and beat the White Sox by a score of 8-3. Let's exit and check our box score. So that'll finish up the games from April 23rd. Next day's games. So alright, so Kluber gets the win, goes to 2-1. Pitched 8 innings, 8 hits allowed, 3 runs, all of them earned, walked and 6 strikeouts. ERA lowered to 5.68. Quintana only lost in 2 2/3 innings, gave up 6 hits and 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Allowed 3 home runs to Encarnacion, Chisenhall, and Almonte. The big one was a 3-run homer by Almonte, which drove him from the game. The White Sox used 5 relievers, 6 pitchers total. And let's see, for the Cleveland, Encarnacion 2 for 6 with a couple RBIs. Chisenhall 2 for 5 with a solo home run. Geyer 3 for 4. Almonte just 1 hit, but it was a big 3-run homer. Saldino was 2 for 3, as well as Cabrera with a 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. So that'll be it. So let's check the standings real quick. So at the games of April 23rd, 2017. These are your standings. The Yankees 13-5, still first place by 4 games over the Toronto. 4.5 ahead of Boston and Baltimore. Minnesota has a commanding lead in the Central. 4 games ahead of Cleveland. 4.5 Kansas City. 5 in Detroit. Houston doing just leading the West by a game over Oakland and Seattle. Washington by 2 games over Atlanta, 4 games over Miami. Cincinnati 4.5 games ahead of Pittsburgh, 5.5 against the defending world champions Cubs. White Sox, and the Dodgers lead it by a game over San Francisco, 2 games over Colorado. So that's it. So we'll see you in the next Digital Diamond replay, and we play a game from April 24th. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.